Hey everybody, hope you're having a green day. Today I'm going to break down 3 separate trades for you. Let's go ahead and verify the profits first. So NIO straight off the watch list, $658, 2793 is my account number. FSLY, 2793 for $2,000 profit. And then Tesla, $822 profit, 2793 is my account number. I'm showing you that to verify the profits so that you know that this is a real account and not a paper trading account. So let's take a look at NIO and figure out why it even made the watch list in the first place. So on the daily chart time frame, it's found some support here where it previously had support at about $38. We were looking for the break of this downward trend line. So the idea is that when you get a break of this downward trend line on a downtrend, you will usually have a trend change, or you can have a trend change. So we were looking for this pop move up and over this trend line and the continuation to the top side. Unfortunately, it did do that, but it did not sustain that pop move. So if we look at the 5-minute chart time frame, here's about where our downward trend line would be drawn at roughly. Gapped up this morning, showing that it had potential to run. And so here's what we were looking at. A break of the pre-market high right here at 47 was what we wanted to, was where we wanted to take our position. So just before it opened, it popped up and over 47, right? Kind of giving that extra confirmation that it had pop potential. We don't trade in the first 5 minutes. We let that settle, that dust settle right there. This candle closed over the 47 mark, and then shortly after that I sent out my alert. So I'm going to go to the alert room here. Let's check out where I sent that alert out at. Okay, so it was right here. 6:35, I am long on NIO. So right as the first 5-minute candle closed. I'm going to move to the 1-minute chart time frame so we can see why did I decide to take NIO long in the first 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This candle closed over. I believe, let's see if that time was right. There might have been, okay, so it must have been right as this candle was closing and this one was forming. For this pop move up, we wanted to get in before this move happened with a stop loss at the 47 mark. We were never red on this trade. It pushed straight up. And shortly after that, NIO, that's 10%. NIO, that's 20%, right? So I give you the exact contracts. The times at 6:41 where I sold, I said you can take profit or hold. It's up to you. Nice work, team. All right, so 6:41 was right into the high of day. So I've had a couple people ask me, well, Gates, well, how did you know to sell right there before this big red candle happened and then this flush moved down? I am a profit target trader, guys. I've talked about this in the past. I have a specific price target in mind whenever I enter my trades, prior to entering my trades. For me, over 48, look at this. If we look at the 5-minute chart time frame, just the 5-day 5-minute, we're going to delete this line because it's in our way. Look at the resistance here at 48. There, a little bit there, and then where could we expect to see some resistance again? Right here, right? Understanding that it's gapped up from 45 to 48, does it have the potential to push that and break the first time it tests it? No, not necessarily, right? And so always taking profits into strength, 20% is a good profit target to have in mind. I know that you have, I've seen the questions before. You have issues with selling too early and you take profits at 20% and then the stock runs and you are like, oh, I could have made 100%. That's getting greedy. Going into a trade expecting 100% gainer every time is how you watch profits like a 20% gainer come back down to zero. It's not a long-term profitable strategy to enter a trade and shoot for 100% every time. It's just not. I've been doing this for quite some time now with selling at 20%. Over time, I am profitable. I can show you my year-to-date P&L curve. It's straight up. Well, not straight up, but you know, it's sloped up. I mean, this is the system that I trade. I know it works. 9 times out of 10, I think I'm selling at least half at 20%. If you are one of those ones that want to stay in the trades longer and get those larger gainers over 20% and the stock is presenting potential to run like that, there's no problem with selling half at 20%. Keep your stop loss at break even. At that point, I would move my stop loss up to like 5 or 10%, to be honest. That way, if it comes down, you're getting out with profits no matter what, right? And you've already taken some profits off the top at 20%. So if it comes down, that's a risk-free trade. You're not getting as much if you sold everything at 20%, but you're getting some, and that's still, you can't go broke taking profits, right? That's still good. Okay, that is it for that trade on that breakdown. Let's talk about the FSLY position that I took today. So it was a short play. I actually was not long on this trade at all. It was a short play at the $100 hold number. This is called hold number trading. It gives you, so first of all, hold numbers act as natural areas of support and resistance in the market. If you didn't know that, you should always keep that in mind. So regardless of what the price action on the chart is telling you, regardless of what the support and resistance on the chart is telling you, you should always have it in the back of your mind that the hold numbers are a likely area of support and resistance. Always. All right, so let's look at the daily chart for FSLY. It's filling this gap. It's started to push up into this gap area. That doesn't mean that there's no support and resistance here. That means there is little to no support and resistance, but the $100 hold number is still within this gap. That is a likely point of resistance. Following this big move on the way up, I just felt that it did not have the strength after pushing 16%. I felt that it did not have the strength to continue to push up and break 100 on the very first try, and so I took my short position actually right here, my first position there. It did push up, got really close to testing 100 or breaking 100. It never did. That was where my stop loss was placed. I added to my position here and caught this flush move down for $2,000 profit on that trade. Very simple, using the whole number $100 level as my trigger for a resistance point. And again, you know, if you could have taken a trade here for this short, you could have taken a trade here for this short. It was just a scalp move, right? And so I went in with larger size on this position because I felt strongly that it would not break 100 on the very first attempt that it made after making such a large move, such an extended move right there. All right, the next trade was on Tesla. So I actually scalped this a few times. This was for $622, and then I scalped it again for another $200 profit to add on, so $822 on that. Tesla scalp into high of day, that was alerted in chat. So let's look at Tesla, TSLA. All right, here is the deal. So it was over 640. When I alerted this in chat, it was right at the break of 640. Why is that level significant? Well, because look at where it dropped to and then tested multiple times pre-market. 1, 2, 3 times, almost tested it there at the open, and it was beginning, right, it had already broken this downtrend, so it was clearly in an uptrend. It was trading over VWAP. Nice push up, pull back, push up, and consolidate, right? And this pop move right here closed over, that 5-minute candle closed over the $640 price point. We took our entry for this move up, and that was the first trade for $622 profit. I took another entry at the dip retest of 640 for this move up, extra $200 profit right there. And then, you know, I didn't take another trade after that. That was it, guys. That's the 3 trade breakdowns on for my day on FSLY, NIO, and Tesla. I would recommend that you rewatch this video and take some notes, because I've given you some great strategies in this video alone to help you with your trading. If the video's helped, please press the like button for me. Let me know in the comments section if there's anything specific that you want me to do. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. I make these videos all the time. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in chat.